But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Mayfield with the give to Nick Chubb.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
After the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dot. Always a fan of the dot. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Austin.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st down.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
Zerline to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Browns 7.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32.
Mayfield's pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield.
gets the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They drop.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 48.
They fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Cooper's got him. And now running right through him. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Oh, boy.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
On the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting...
Oh, Prescott stripped, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Myles Garrett.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Odell Beckham Jr. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cowboys.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll leave assignment for Hunt, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic. So
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Wow. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground.